Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm back with another quick little video here for you guys. Basically another kind of tech demo or just kind of a quick little kind of thing demonstrating the Oculus Rift. Found this last night on the Rift-enabled website. Um, it's a little game called Spacewalk. Pretty much, it's made with the Unity development kit. I didn't make it, but I will post a link to it in the description. So pretty much on the menu screen here, you've got join game and start server. So apparently it's got some multiplayer aspect, but every time I have gone into the join game part of it, there has just been no servers. Pretty understandable because nobody really has an Oculus Rift these days since it's still in development. But we'll go to start our own server. We'll just do it by ourselves. Pretty much. I guess the idea of it is that you're in a spacesuit out on some kind of space station above Earth, and you're just kind of cruising around. Got the Xbox 360 controllers, so we will kind of test it out. Here we go. Kind of reminds me a little bit of that Lunar Lander game that's out now. Um, as far as what you do in this game is really there's really nothing except just kind of guide yourself around this space station up here above Earth. Pretty simple, but it is kind of cool concept, I guess. I mean, you're inside the spacesuit here. You can kind of look around. It's got some 3D to it. Definitely does look like the Earth is down there. Of course, I've never actually spacewalked before, so I'm guessing this is what it would kind of feel like if I were to do all that. I mean, you can kind of see the little dust particles or kind of space debris floating around in the air. And if I were to, I guess we'll come out here a little ways and then kind of turn around and see. Um, yeah, but pretty neat little tech demo here for the Oculus Rift. I do recommend it if you or just not getting your Rift, or you want something kind of simple to mess around with. Not too bad. I guess we can the controls are kind of wonky. You've got these little kind of thrusters all over the suit here, and it took me a few tries to kind of get used to it, but I think I've kind of got the hang of it now. So I mean, there's Earth down there. It really does feel like I'm inside the suit here. I mean, the helmet's a little extra large. I guess I'm sure they are in real life. So I mean, you can kind of can't look all the way around. I mean, you can, but there's just the back plate of the helmet in there or whatever. But it's got the little sun visor up there, and I think there's another button you can press. Yeah, there you can some kind of control panel on your hand. It doesn't really do anything, but it just kind of shows some of the features that could be implemented in a situation like this if developers were to kind of make something like this for the Rift. It kind of looks pretty cool. I guess that's the moon there in the background. So it looks like we are at some kind of space station or satellite station or something. I guess this is what they do up in space. They just kind of cruise around, fix things out on the spacewalks. Kind of reminds me a little bit of that movie Gravity. Even though I haven't seen it, I have seen some of the trailers for it. It kind of gets you, kind of has the same feel or whatever. I mean, yeah, the graphics look pretty good. You got the sun kind of beating down. cruising around. If I were to kind of turn over, I can see the Earth again. Not really sure what. Like if I wanted to tilt to the right, I'm not sure how to do that. We couldn't figure that out. I don't know if that's the control implemented in here or what, but we'll be alright. Let's see here what's going on at the space station. Yeah, like I said, a couple of my previous videos, I like games that are gonna be like this, where you don't. I mean, even though I am sitting down in real life, I'm not like in this thing. I'm not really having to use, or in this type of situation of a game, you're not using your legs or whatever. So it kind of gives it a little bit more of a immersive feel or whatever, So as opposed to the running games where you're sitting down in real life, but you're running in the thing or whatever. But I mean, those are still pretty immersive. But like I said, I do like the kind of the cockpit, kind of airplane, car, or what have you type of games that are going to be coming out for the Rift here in the next few years. It still is the early stages. I mean, as you can tell, I got a few developers out there kind of working on stuff, and I guess it's only a matter of time before this thing comes out, and more and more people kind of look at it, and it'll be interesting to see some of the cooler games that come out in the future. Definitely can't wait for that. Um, I mean, like I said, in all of my other videos, the low resolution. I have to say I have gotten a lot more used to it than I thought I would have. I guess I've had my Rift for about 2 months now or whatever, and then as far as I don't even really pay attention anymore. I guess to the resolution, the screen door effect is there, but man, 9 times out of 10, I'm completely ignoring it from the get go. So that's a good thing. Not as bad as I thought it was gonna be in the long run or whatever. And of course, this is the DK1. I've heard they're gonna have a DK2, but I probably won't get it. I think they're gonna release it a little too closer to the actual retail unit. So I'm probably just gonna wait to get the actual retail whenever they finally post that on their website. It'll be a fun day. Have to try and be the first one to pre-order it or whatever. I know the lines were as long as this thing. It took me about a month, or actually 2 months to get this one here. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully they've improved on their logistics and all of that. So yeah, the Earth looks mighty big from up here. You kind of look over. I'm not sure what continents those are or whatever. It looks like just a bunch of water. Um, but yeah, if like I said, if this were to be like a real like kind of budget, like a lot more production, you can have the higher res Earth or whatever, and you can kind of have little missions set up to where you can kind of cruise around up here and fix things, or I mean, like there's already multiplayer implemented in this. It's just nobody really messes it around with it. So that's already there. So like if there were if I could find somebody else for this video or whatever, if I had a buddy that wanted to do it, me and him could be up here, kind of using our little things here to kind of cruise the around the space station here. I mean, as far as things to do in this demo, I don't think there's any like real objectives. I think it's just kind of a educational. I mean, it does say for educational purposes down there in the corner, but it's just pretty much just a small little tech demo. I mean, it does what's advertised. It's kind of got some pretty crisp graphics. I mean, it's not Crisis 3 or whatever, but good enough for me for the for what it is, you know. So but yeah, I mean, I've been trying to mess around with some of the older games like Fallout 3 or Arma 2 and the Oculus Rift, and I mean, obviously they're not native support, so it's nice to kind of get in something that's specifically made for the Rift, and you can kind of tell all the little differences or whatever, the looking around and there's like looks like a little oxygen pipe that's right there, and I can if I want to I could reach out and kind of bite into it with my mouth, but I'm not gonna do that. Anyways, you got the little kind of gauges there to kind of I guess if they wanted to add like an oxygen meter or altitude or something of that sort. See if we can navigate over to that little yellow pod looking thing. Just pretend like somebody wants something fixed over here, so we'll go check it out. Try to make a landing on the roof here. Oh no. Controls are kind of wonky. Alright, well, looks like I'm gonna fall over top of that. I got close enough, I guess. See if I can't. Looks like I'm kind of attached to the side here. Looks kind of cool right here at this spot. I guess if I really up here, you kind of grab onto the little bar thing there and kind of look over. That's the entire planet down there. Kind of surreal. Let's see, that's Earth down there. I'm gonna try and see if I can't find a spot where it shows my shadow. That way, you kind of show the entire suit. Kind of almost feels like I'm underwater or whatever with the floaty things, all the little like the particles kind of floating around. Let's see here. Do like a backflip here or something. I think I've kind of almost overcome the motion sickness. I know a lot of people kind of complain about it in the beginning. Some people, I guess this kind of depends on kind of a base to or case to case scenario. I got over it within about 2 weeks. I remember playing like Altura and stuff like that, and I would get sick like immediately. But I think I've kind of overcome it for the most part, which is good news to me or whatever. So let's see. I'll try and make it back here to this little opening or circular. We'll just pretend that's the loading dock or whatever. Just gonna float on in. Oh God, no. Alright. See if we can't level out here. Alright, looks like I'm stuck on the side. Alright guys, well I just kinda wanted to show y'all this quick little video. I haven't really seen too much about it on YouTube. So, I mean, like I said, I picked it up over at the Rift Enabled, or there was a link to it off of that website. I'll post that down in the description below. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed. I will try and make some more videos, hopefully later on this week, end of the weekend. In any case, guys, take care.